Hi guys, it is me, Dom. I am here today with a poem. It is a little different from the other ones, just because it is about someone that recently passed. And you'll know who that is whenever I say the title. But before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the area just because I haven't done that today. And I usually always do this every morning just to really get the energy that has been stagnant in my room or any outside energy I brought inside. It just kind of cleanses everything and resets that. But I've been writing all morning and I just finished it. I was really just sitting there thinking about death and just how quickly life can go and, what's really left behind of you. And obviously the person I am talking about is David Lynch, and he left quite a few things behind, one being his films. And, as someone that is an aspiring actress and, I do my own things and write quite a lot, I find it very inspiring, but also very just sad, just like, but in a beautiful way. So I'm just gonna cleanse that. Cleanse myself before we get started. So yeah, just a lot of thinking. I mean, I'm always thinking, but more than usual, or I guess just a different topic. So let's get started. The title is Goodbye, David Lynch, a poem by me. My first impression wasn't very fond. From the start, you came off quite strong, but you couldn't get out of my head. We spoke the same language, and I couldn't help but to remain by your side, like a distant father, you can say, that blue velvet state of mind. How is it all so cruel, but yet so kind, like a dream waiting to be seen? You make me feel as if I'm walking down a dark hallway with no ending, but that's what you wanted from the beginning. There's a gun in my hand, and I can't seem to let go. I set the robins free so I can finally understand love, only to open my eyes and be stuck next to human rabbits. Get me out. I pound on the door, screaming for help, but this is exactly where I want to be. Cinema is the answer, and it will be the only place to find you now. So goodbye, David Lynch. You'll always haunt me in the most beautifully twisted way. So yeah, I just want to, usually I kind of, break down poems and talk about them. But today I feel like, sometimes things are just better not being explained, and it's up for the viewer to interpret it how they will. I will say I have only watched a few of his things. I have not watched every single one. So everything that I am going off of is just my personal, my personal influence from David Lynch. And so I'm sure as time goes on and I do watch more of his films, I will have a different understanding. But from the ones that I did see, the things I've seen, the interviews I've heard from him, and everything, just this is my personal interpretation and me dealing with a loss. Obviously, I didn't know him in person, but in a way, when we create stuff, we build connections with people and things and attachments, and I think it's very beautiful. And I think that's why I love art, because sometimes I feel attached to things that they're not real, or people that I don't even know, and it's like I'm not attached to that person, but I'm attached to what they created in their mind. So then it's like both of our minds are in a way connected. But yeah, I think that is it, and goodbye.